Hello everyone, this is Jeanette again, and I want to thank you for joining me for another video. This is the card that I'm going to be making tonight. It's going to be a birthday card for my daughter who's going to be having a birthday next month. Some of the featured cartridges on this one is the Accent Essentials cartridge, the Beyond Birthdays cartridge, this stamp set, and I can't tell you who this is by because I didn't write down the name of this one. I'm going to be using my Zig glue pen and my Zig marker. I'm going to be using this paper pack by K & Company, and it's a glitter paper pack, and it is the Lotus Tea Box collection. I'm going to be using some Martha Stewart products tonight. I'm going to be using her glue pad. Sorry about the glare. And her glitter, which is called Sunstone. And just a small piece of ribbon. So here we go. The first thing that I did was to cut my card base, and this measures 5.5 by 5.5. I took a piece of grain paper from one of the Walmart packs. It is cut at 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. I used this piece of pattern paper, and I cut it at 5 inches by 5 inches. And then I pre-assembled this part of the card. Down here on the bottom is a piece of pink, and it measures about 5 by 1 7/8. The gray piece behind it is 4 5/8 by 1 3/4, and the pink pattern paper, is 4.5 by 1.5. I went ahead and assembled that and adhered it all to my card. And I'm going to go ahead and take a piece of ribbon. I'm going to show you how I do a cheater method sometimes. I just take one long strip of ribbon. I go ahead and I tie it in a bow, like this. Pull the edges nice and tight. Just kind of arrange it the way you want it. And then I go ahead and I cut the ribbon. Probably right about there. Then you can go ahead and put your ribbon on the card. Take it, position it where you want, wrap it around to the back, use a piece of Scotch tape and adhere it. Another piece of Scotch tape, turn this over, and right about there, and go ahead and attach it to the other strip of ribbon. I'm going to trim down my edges of the ribbon. I'm just going to cut them square, straight across, like that. And then I have my piece of scallop that I used Accent Essentials for, and I cut this at 3.5 by 3.5, and I adhered pop dots to the back of that. I'm going to go ahead and peel the backs off of here. I actually remembered to do that this time. And I'm going to want my card coming like this, I think. And I'm going to adhere that right here under that ribbon. I did go ahead and I inked around my scalloped edge with, did the scallops around with the brown Zig marker, and I inked around it with the Timber Brown. And I cut the happy birthday at 1 3/4 inches, I believe. I'm going to go ahead and adhere my card base, my assembled card top to my card base. And again, I'm using my ATG gun because you need the adhesive that's really going to stick with this card. I don't want it to fall apart on her. And I'm going to go ahead, make make sure my butterfly is right side up. Find where I want this on my card and adhere it. Then I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to glue around, add the adhesive to my happy birthday. And I'm hoping this is going to stick. Just scoop this up nice and good. So, work quickly so I can get this on. Cap my glue stick because I always forget to do that and I end up with a mess. Stick this down here just in case it sticks. And go ahead and position this down here. I went and adhered the bottom of the happy birthday to the bottom of the card. And just to give that a little more pop, since it's kind of fading into the background, I'm going to go ahead and put the stickles on. And this is the vintage photo. It's the Distressing Stickles by Tim Holtz. But I'm going to do that after I finish this video because it takes time to dry and I'm not always so nice and neat with that. But what I'm going to show you really quickly before this video time runs out is how to stamp that image with the Martha Stewart glue pad. In the Martha Stewart kit, you get a glue pad, a little glue pad. It has this little plastic thing. You need to take it off. And then you get some glue, and you just add some glue to the adhesive pad. You rub it in. Then you take your stamp, the stamp I have right here, and you go ahead and you get that full of glue. And I'm just going to do it on the back of this scrap paper here. You go ahead and stamp. Make sure you press down firmly so you can make sure that that is adhered, the glue is adhered to the thing. Go ahead and lift it off. And there is a little bit of background color on that because I had originally stamped it in some of the brown stamping ink. Then you go ahead and you just freely sprinkle on your glitter until you cover the whole image, like that. And then what I do is I take another sheet of paper and I put it underneath this, and I go ahead and I tap off all the glue, all the glitter. And then you simply have to fold up your little sheet of paper and you put your glitter back in your bottle. I actually stamped the image before I did the card because it takes a little while for the glue to dry. And then after it dries, you can just simply brush off or blow off the extra glitter that you don't need. And that's my card for today. I want to thank you for joining me. And I hope to see you again soon on my next card episode. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.